How many trucks do you have today?
26.
26 trucks. So you guys went from 4 to 26 in how many years?
7, 8.
7, 8 years.
Something like that.
Pretty impressive. Good for you.
That's one of the reasons why I love America so much, because like you can get cars like this from a rental company. Oh yeah.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of SCS On The Road. I'm Mark, I'm here with
Caleb Hammett.
Caleb Hammett from Hammett Excavation, and they've got some trucks for us here that we're here to look at, to get some reference materials. And what do you got for us today?
Built this one to look like my truck, like how I did the 389 beside it, to look like my old Truckee Savvy. Glass lights all down the side of it. There's glass lights everywhere.
These are these watermelon lights you're talking about here, okay.
Built these boxes on the side to hide the batteries in and everything.
Very nice, yeah.
Instead of having just an ugly battery box on the side.
Right.
Built the fenders to cover all 3 pusher tires. Fenders over the rear axles, of course. Then like this truck beside us, it's a factory glider as well. Built the fenders to go over all 3 pushers. Of course, the fenders over the drives.
Now you said that this truck is a glider. Can you tell our community what exactly is a glider and what's the benefit of going with a glider over a non-glider truck?
So a glider is, you order a glider, it comes, what you can anymore. Comes in from the factory as just a rolling chassis.
Okay.
You put your motor and your transmission in it. So like whenever you're ordering a glider, you'll tell them like what kind of motor you're gonna put in it, like a Cat, a Cummins, a Detroit.
Right.
So that way they can wire the dash to that specific brand.
Okay, so when you order the truck, you're getting the chassis, you're getting the cab, you're getting the axles and suspension as well?
Yes.
Okay, and then you're having to put your own motor and transmission in?
Yes.
Okay. I couldn't help but notice as I'm walking through your yard that there's a lot of red ovals here. There's a lot of Peterbilts here. Is there a reason you guys have decided to go with Peterbilt?
Just mainly just because that's what I grew up in. So it's just kind of been my personal preference. That's what I grew up in, and like that's what I drove for my first truck. So it's just kind of a comfort thing. I've always liked Peterbilts and the way they ride and everything.
Right. Now you said, obviously your last name is Hammett. All these trucks have Hammett on the side. Now, are you a 2nd, 3rd, 4th generation truck driver?
I'm 3rd generation.
3rd generation. So your grandfather started this company?
Yes, sir.
And did he have a Peterbilt?
No, he was more on the dirt side.
Oh, okay. So he had construction equipment?
Yes.
Okay. Very cool. So we've made it into your shop here, and I see a lot of toolboxes around. I see a lot of guys hard at work. You guys do all your own work?
About 90% of our work we do in-house.
Very nice. How many guys do you have working here?
So there's 2 full-time shop mechanics, and then there's 5 mobile techs.
Wow.
And then 2 painters and 2 fabricators.
Awesome. Okay, well we got some nice trucks in here. Can you tell me about some of them?
Yeah, so we'll go over here and start with mine.
Okay.
It's a 2019 glider, 389. Made it look, like I said before, my favorite truck was the 379. So did the 379 grill, 379 headlights, wanted to go with the old school paint scheme. So, and then glass lights, of course, Dynaflex OG stacks. Just really wanted to make it look like a 379.
Right.
But with it still being a new truck.
So it's a 389 and you've replaced the grill to the more squared off grill, the square headlights. Okay, very nice.
And then it's got a Cat 1mm in it, PDI compound turbos. Thing makes stupid power, that's for sure.
All right.
So it's pretty rowdy to drive. It's pretty fun too.
So it's a Cat engine, but of course you replaced the Cat yellow with the matching paint. Very nice.
And then like the interior, did full-blown custom interior, custom fiberglass door panels with speakers, pulled the dash, painted it red, stainless inlays with all of its backlit. It's an 18-speed, but I got 2 sticks in there just for the old school look.
Right.
The second stick's just a splitter. And then like even back here in the bunk, replaced all the closet space with subs and everything, and then backlit the logo as well. And then of course the amps right there. Then like the fender brackets as well, designed the fender brackets. There's about 80 hours in just building the fender brackets on it.
Wow.
Full deck plates front to back. Then like even on the back T-bar, I didn't want to do any hard corners on the whole entire truck. So I mean, even back here, it's all nice and smooth and everything else.
Keep the flow kind of going on every angle.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like this truck, this was the very first, I guess you could say, show truck that we ever did. This one's named You Savvy. That one's named Hoss. My grandpa always used to say You Savvy Hoss. Anytime he asked you something. Like we talked about, he started the company in 1963 and passed away December 2014 with lung cancer. So after that, this was the first truck that we built in memory of him.
Right.
So like everything about like the color scheme, these were his 2 favorite colors. Then like, of course, it's got a Cat motor. He ran Cat equipment, so had to keep that. And then like the interior, it's all hand tooled leather.
Hand tooled leather. Okay.
There's 2 cowhides worth of leather in this whole entire truck, and there's a month's worth of hand tooling in all the leather.
Wow.
There's over 30 hidden different images in the leather relating to like parts of his life and everything. Like for example, like all up in the headliner, there's dozers, ads in old newspaper, a Whataburger logo, cows. There's so many hidden different things, and it even comes all the way back into the sleeper, all hand tooled and everything in it.
Right.
And just stuff to remember him of and everything. Where he just got done redoing all the paint on the frame and doing glass lights and stuff like that, just to get everything refreshened up. This truck's got 500,000 miles on it, and it needed some love and attention. Go over here to this one over here. So this one's Brandon's truck. This is the very first truck that we ever bought new. It's a 389, 2017 389. Double frame, just like every one of our heavy hauls. 46 rears, 20K front.
Now, this being the first one and this being spec'd the way it was, did it influence future specs after that? Or does every truck kind of get built as your needs evolve?
This one was kind of my starting point of like ordering a new truck. So like got this one, seen a few little quirks and stuff that I wanted to change. So like whenever I ordered this one, I changed it on this one. So this one was a learning curve.
Right.
Getting to buy it new and everything like that.
Mm-hmm. And this one is a glider kit, or it has
Nope, it's emissions.
Okay.
It's got a 605 Cummins in it, 18 speed.
Okay.
Then like, of course, we had to do our own little twist to it with the single hump fenders and
right.
drop panels, stacks, glass lights, stuff like that. It's got some interior work to it, not a lot. Just wanted to mainly keep it clean and simple. Like we did a painted floor in it, still kept the hardwood in the middle, in the dash and everything. Just wanted to go for a really clean and simple look on it.
Okay, so you mentioned that a few of the trucks are show trucks, and you guys have gone to a few shows, and I can see here you have some trophies.
Oh yeah, so these are just a couple of the trophies throughout the years of going to truck shows and stuff, like Louisville, 4 states up in Joplin, Shell Rotella, the Dynaflex shows.
We have even more over here.
Oh yeah, we got even more over there. So that's like whenever the Dynaflex shows, whenever they had the American Truck Show circuit going on, trophies from that, 75 Chrome Shop down in Florida and stuff like that.
Now, I've never put my truck into a truck show, but I imagine that you don't make money getting these trophies. It more or less costs you money to get these trophies.
It does.
So this is all just part of the passion of running trucks.
Yes.
Okay.
You get to go out, hang out, meet some really good people, and just have fun. I mean, the truck shows, I tell everybody it's more work at a truck show than it is at actual work, because like whenever you're at a truck show, you're cleaning the whole time.
Right.
Them trucks have to be so clean that you can eat off underneath of them. But that's what makes it fun. It's a challenge working them every day and then going to a truck show and seeing how clean you can get it.
Right. Hey, that's the most impressive thing to me. I mean, you guys are in the mud, hauling equipment, hauling rock, and you're able to get them this clean, take them to shows, end up in magazines and all that. Like, my hat's off to you. That's very impressive.
It's work, but it's fun.
At 27 years old with 26 trucks, a lot of our fans of our game, the guys that play, a lot of them themselves have dreams of entering the trucking industry and becoming successful themselves and becoming successful businessmen. As a successful businessman, do you have any advice or any anecdotes to give them?
Just work hard and stay humble.
Work hard and stay humble. Okay, I'm looking at all these trophies here, and I imagine it must be pretty hard to stay humble.
No, I'm just a normal guy that puts his shoes on just like everybody else and goes to work.
There you go. All right, well, it's been a pleasure meeting you. Thank you so much for having us here and giving us some trucks to be able to see and giving us a tour of your property and your shop. Again, it's been a pleasure and look forward to keeping in touch.
Awesome, thank you.